My name is Amanda Condon. I am attending Arkansas Tech University. I'm from Texarkana, Arkansas, and I am a junior in college. I'm studying emergency management, and then I hope to continue on a master's degree for Homeland Security. And I think that my degree plan is somewhat rare. A lot of people don't have a passion to do that. They kind of want to work, in the background of things, and I really don't mind being on the forefront. I think I can make a difference. I started searching for scholarships and grants this summer that I was laid off from my career. That was in 2014. And I got online and I started using keywords like single parent scholarship or non-traditional student scholarship. And one of the first programs that popped up in my area was the Arkansas Single Parent Scholarship Fund. So I went on their website and I looked around and I realized that this was a program that was not only in my county but all across the state of Arkansas. And I dug a little deeper and I looked into the history and the mission of the organization. And I saw something there that could equip me with what I needed to continue, and complete my education. Well, the first thing you do is you go onto the website and you look up your county. And then once you see your county, you go into whichever application is open, whether it be spring or fall or summer, and you look at the eligibility requirements. You need to be a single parent that resides within Arkansas or Bowie County in Texas. You submit your documentation and normally you're awarded. It is a scholarship, so it's not a 100% guarantee. But I can tell you that this organization goes above and beyond to try and award each and every eligible student. I remember them awarding me the Arkansas Single Parent Scholarship in Miller County, and I received 2 certificates. And they said Tyson Scholar, and I believe it was ADHE Scholar, and that was empowering. That was uplifting because you're talking about a student that hasn't been in college or high school for that matter, for several years. And to receive something that says, hey, we believe in you, we believe in your dream, we believe in your mission, your desire to, obtain an education and move forth in your life, that is the most empowering feeling an organization can do for anyone. I think the biggest hardship you're going to find as a single parent when returning to college is you are taking a leap of faith. For me, I lost my job. I was tired of going in circles and living the same lifestyle of not having stable employment and not being able to provide for their needs. So for me to go back to college means that I'm taking away time that I could be working, that I could be bringing in an income to provide, our basic living expenses. And I can tell you that it's not an easy process. I mean, you're not guaranteed any kind of help while you're in college. You have to go out there, you have to put yourself out there and say, hey, I need help. Will you help me help myself? And I think the biggest challenge throughout the last 2 years was budgeting money. It's really hard because you may have enough money coming into your household to provide your tuition and your books and your supplies. But if you run into emergencies like maybe a cavity, you need that filled, or you need new tires on your car, or something happens to your child and they get sick, you may or may not have, resources to take care of that problem, and you're looking at dropping out of college or continuing your education. I think that is probably the hardest balancing act that you're going to have throughout college. Arkansas Single Parent Scholarship Fund, they award on their time, not on the school's time. And that has been extremely, extremely helpful in my life, because just as soon as I think I'm going to fall flat on my face, here's a scholarship. It's enough money to survive and get through. And I can also use it for things outside of the classroom. I can use it for utilities and rent. If the children need medicine, I can use it for that. So the flexibility of what you can use the scholarship fund for is outstanding, and it really fills in the gaps where other scholarships may not, help us with those problems. I would challenge them. I would challenge them to take the first step and enroll. That's the hardest step. I would challenge them to contact anyone that's affiliated with Arkansas Single Parent Scholarship Fund and tell them their dreams, tell them their desires. Communicate, use your voice. There are people out there that are willing to listen to you, and people that are out there that will support you. I don't care what your age is irrelevant. I can tell you as a living testimony, a breathing testimony, I went back to school unemployed. I'm still unemployed. I don't make a lot of money, but I make enough money to provide the bills for my children and to provide my tuition and my books at school. So if I can do it, anybody can do it. My children, definitely. My children motivated me to not only go back, but to continue for their future and for my own. They love education, they love learning, and they inspired me by, coaching me and telling me, encouraging me that I could go and that I could succeed at it and that I could rise above the jobs that I was working, because nobody wants to work for minimum wage their entire life. I mean, that's not a good quality of life. So when I decided to talk about going back to school, I counseled with my kids and I said, what do you think about this? And their enthusiasm and their inspiration, that I saw inside of them inspired me to go on and make something of myself. This is Harley Jo, this is Cameron Wayne, and this is Allie Grace. And when I began college, this one was just a baby. And this one has grown about 3 inches since I began college. And this right here is my left hand. This one's my right.
She did all these things for me so I could have a great life, and she's doing a great job at it. I know I want to go to college because my mom did it. I have a role model.
I think it's great for them to go back to college to get more experience and learn more about stuff like what my mom's doing and try to do their best at what they're trying to work up for. They're all in college, and one of them was like, I want to go back to college, but I have a 2-year-old, and Mom was like, she can go back to college, because she did it whenever my sister was a little baby, and that's what I think about her going to college and stuff like that.